Welcome back, folks, to part 2 of Lisa's epic rack. Holy. Had to get myself a Diet Coke, never mind a water, and I'm not kidding. Woo! Alright, this is package 3, and it has peekaboos. Notice I got rid of the towel. Yep, I had to give full attention to this. Didn't want you distracted by my husband's towel. Alright, we have a flower. Oh, it looked a little bit like foam, but it's thickened up. Oh, because she glittered it. Oh, that's why it's nice and thicked up. Even on my crappy camera, you can kind of see it. See? Oh, and a piece of lace. Oh, this is beautiful. And of course it comes apart because she knows I need stuff. You know, here I can get flowers, but ribbon, difficult. Paper, impossible. Cardstock I had to order from Frank Garcia because I didn't bring enough. Guys, I gotta tell you, if I were to do this again, I'll do it differently. Look at this. See how everything comes off perfectly? This is an experienced wrapper and packager, and you can learn a lot. When people send you things, pay attention to how they package it, because it really makes a difference. Oh, there's a note. It says party dress. Let me see what it says. Here are some supplies to make your own envelope journal. Oh, darling, you're getting a book back. I just can't wait to see what's in here. I'm going to cry, right? Yeah, I'm going to cry, guys. You know, you guys are unbelievably generous. Like, I'm not kidding. I really have gone to Tuesday morning, 3 Tuesday mornings, for a really long time, looking really hard for these supplies. And I watched all the haul videos. I gotta tell you, at home, I used to watch them and be like, what is wrong with my Tuesday morning? If you go back to some of the people that hold a lot of Maggie Holmes, I literally wrote to them and said, what the heck is wrong with my Tuesday morning? And then Carmen's like, mine is better. And she's right, it is better. At least had a few Maggie Holmes paper pads. I was like grateful. I was like, okay. And one pack of Maggie Holmes washi tape the day we went. It was really great because mine never has anything. Oh, she made it a whole kit. She's so smart. So there's some of that gold beading. Look at that, folks. Do you remember I showed you what I loved was how Miss Thing framed all of the ephemera? I love that idea, Lisa. In fact, I'm stealing it also for Miss Sabrina's project. But for this one, look what she sent me. So she sent me that. She sent me that gorgeous vintage tie. Oh, it's so pretty, guys. It's like that vintage creamy color, but it has a hint of green to it, which I really like, and it makes it look really kind of garden vintage, which I love. Oh, I cannot believe this. I waited my whole time for this ephemera, and I now have 2 packs of it. I don't even know how I got this lucky with each of you. You guys are super generous, like super generous. Most people, even in America, for those of you outside of America who have to pay a fortune for Maggie Holmes, like G in Singapore or Danielle in Canada, $40 a pack, or for a small paper pad, and she's not exaggerating, I'm not kidding, okay? I told you it was cheaper for me to buy it in America and pay the international shipping than it was for me to order it in Canada. Yeah, crazy, but true. So, I mean, this stuff is like gold, so even people in America who have access to it hoard it. Like, if they get down to 2 packs, they get nervous. Meanwhile, Miss Alicia didn't have any. Now Miss Alicia has 2 packs, and I get the hoarding frenzy. Because I'm like, I can't use it, but I can copy it, like Miss Jellybean taught us. And I don't feel bad about that, only because when you buy the digital collection, you can use it 1,000,000 times for 1 fee. And they charge us for each pack we buy. So I'd rather they charged us a little bit more, and then we got it indefinitely, then we have to keep paying for it. So I don't feel bad at all, but I cannot believe I'm holding a second collection. Oh, Lisa. Oh, no, you did not. Guys, you don't understand what she did. Well, now I get to see the carousel paper pad. I know you folks have seen this, right? I know that. But I have not owned this. No, it has not been my good fortune. I've been able to get some single sheets at Joann's. Sometimes they had it. And look how nice this one is. This is the one I love. I love this one. I love this one. Similar to another sheet from a different collection I love. Yeah, see, I love this collection. I cannot believe she put in all the paper pad. She sent me the envelopes because she knows that I can't get paper here. I did bring some envelopes with me, but this was so thoughtful because she knows. Because paper here is crazy. Paper straw is $10, right? And then, I cannot believe you did this. So she got the Good Vibes frames, which, by the way, Good Vibes is another American Crafts product, like crepe paper product, which is American Crafts, guys. And the colors in this collection are so similar to Maggie Holmes. You can see that you can intermix the collection. And these are stunning because they're the glittery gold ones. They look just as good as the Maggie Holmes. They're the same, basically. Aren't they beautiful? Oh my gosh, Lisa. This is like the most thoughtful thing ever. And I'm definitely making you a book. Now I just have to think about how I'm going to do it. Because, guys, she set the bar really high. Like, we both love to alter and vintage our stuff, but she set the bar really, really high. Like, some of these pieces are some of the nicest altered Maggie Holmes I've ever seen. Like, let me just remind you how individual each piece was. Like, the Sparkle Everyday, which is nice and clean and simple. And then this one, which is like much more ornate. Should I remind you about this beautiful giant one? It's unbelievable, right? Doesn't even look like carousel anymore. That's what I love about Lisa. She makes everything her own, folks. I don't know how I got this lucky. It's raining Maggie Holmes, folks. Like, I don't think I've ever owned this much Maggie Holmes. I'm not kidding. You know, every time I entered a contest, I used up the last of what I had. When I made something for someone last time that was Willow Lane, I used my last Willow Lane. And in my last challenge before coming here, I gave away my last pack of Willow Lane. Because at that time, you couldn't order it anywhere. For some reason, Craft Crepe Paper had taken it out of circulation temporarily, which created like a Willow Lane frenzy. Because those of us who like to make with Willow Lane couldn't get it anywhere. Now American Crate has gotten smart and they're starting to bring back older collections on their website and you can order them. And thankfully I know about that now and I can order some things when I get home that you couldn't get anywhere. Yes, you're paying full price, but it's more reasonable than these eBay folks that want $40, $25 for like one pack. And Lisa did me a big generous favor by leaving the tag on so I can show you something. And I want to show it to you just so you understand the price differences. I'm so excited that I just put everything down. So I want you to see. So this package of carousel from Tuesday morning was $1.99. Okay? When you buy this from the scrapbooking stores, it can be anywhere from $5 to $7.99. If you're trying to get this in Canada or Australia, be prepared to pay anywhere from $9 to, well, if you include shipping, to $40. Who knows? Yeah. That's crazy, right? And G said she's got the same problem in Singapore. It's no different. So just think about that, $1.99. That's why I'm offering to be their shoppers, because I think that they need them. Because if we can, I often can't get this, clearly, because I've never been able to get it. But I have been able to get other collections at $1.99. Lisa, I don't even know what to say to you. This is the most thoughtful present ever. Ever. It's also just a stunning book to study. And yeah, I'm going to make you one back. You know I'm slow. But I am going to make you one back. Oh my gosh, she even glittered up everything. Like, guys, she used glittery accents. I can tell that. She may have used glitterific. But she really distressed everything. From like the pockets distressed. Like, look at the detail. The devil is in the detail, folks. Oh no, a piece of our washi tape became like a little bit pirate-like and jumped on our eyelash trim. Okay, so she really worked very hard at this. Look at this. It's like perfectly distressed. It's magnificent. And she used like wonderful details, small details, like little bits of thread and sewing, like on the 7. This is like the kind of detail that makes a book beautiful. It makes any project beautiful, not just a book. Like, look at that pearl trim, right? So not only is this the most beautiful gift to get, it's also a wonderful book to study, because I want to be able to make beautiful books. And this is, without question, a beautiful book. I can't believe that I've gotten 2 books well here. You know, I am a very blessed person, Lisa. I'm blessed for your friendship. I'm blessed for Alicia Love Letter Generation's friendship. You know, I'm blessed for having all of you in my life that are generous enough to do this. Yeah, I'm so excited to make something for you. Now I really have to think about how I'm going to do it differently. But this was so inspiring, wasn't it, folks? So inspiring. This is how you make a project your own. Like, this was such, I mean, this is a chunky flat mailer, right? This is also Lisa's entry. She created a whole kit, but it's a chunky flat mail, but it's stunning. It's stunning. And look at its beauty. And what an example for us, right? She's such a good bookmaker. I don't know if you all saw Carrie's journal that she worked on, and it was just beautiful. And this is just like that. Just as magnificent. She is a very fine bookmaker. She can make anything. I said that. Her first shaker was stellar, unlike my crappy prototype today. But she really can make anything, but she's a brilliant bookmaker. You know, like Judy, they have very different styles, but they're both really good at it. Alicia's also very good at it. Oh, wow, folks. Lisa, thank you. I thank, as I call it, the universe every day for my friendship with you. And I really do think that you should rename your channel Crafting Ministries, because I think it's really your calling. I don't know how many of you visit Lisa Made New to Create on a daily basis, but always her channel comes from the heart. And if she's having an experience that's gut-wrenching, she shares it, she cries openly, and it's not like crocodile tears crying, it's like real heartfelt crying. And if she's joyful, she shares that. Like sometimes she'll share something with her kids, or when they went to Trader Joe's shopping, that was a riot. Watching them interact was a riot. And they're like, we can't buy anything here. This is like, we fill the cart and it's like snacks for one night. And it's so true. And I shop there when I'm in New York, and I know exactly what she means. It cracked me up though. It's like, you have to understand, Lisa, in New York, our apartments are so small. Okay, here I've got 300 square feet. In New York, I have like 600 square feet. So it's twice as big as this one, but it's still teeny. So we can't go to a Costco because there's nowhere to store it. But I know what you mean, because you're constantly grocery shopping because you can only buy a limited amount at a time. So basically they went to Trader Joe's and they did some shopping, and then they ate everything almost before they got home, which is what happens. They bought the cowboy bark. I told them, they were like, what do you guys know about cowboy bark? I'm like, oh, it's delicious. It's delicious. So they bought it and then they ate it and it was gone. That's Trader Joe for you folks. I love them, but that's what it's like. You can't really feed a large family from there. It's tough. Not enough for a week anyway. So, everything she does is joyful, or it's heartfelt. Everything she says is genuine. She prays for everybody. Okay, she really does. And if you're having a problem and you don't even want to tell her what it is, but you need prayers, you just have to email her and she will do it for you. Kind of like that professional praying I did for her. That's sort of Lisa. And so I kind of feel like, whether she knows it or not, her craft channel is her ministry. And she has a calling for this, clearly. Because she speaks about God in a way that, even if you're not a huge believer in God, or you haven't subscribed to any faith, or you haven't been practicing, she doesn't speak to you about religion in a way that makes you kind of nauseous or feel overwhelmed. She's just speaking genuinely about love and people and caring for one another and challenges and triumphs and loss of will and this idea of shame. She's amazing. Really, truly amazing. And I don't just say that because she's my friend. She's amazing. And, we've built this friendship, and now we have this collab that we're doing. And we were both on the same page where we just wanted to give it away to someone who really wanted it and needed it. And we both didn't want our channel to benefit. And very few people would do something like this without benefiting their channel. But Lisa was like, I want nothing to do with a benefit of any kind. I'm like, I agree, I'm with you. But that's why I wanted to do this with her, because I knew that about her. I know she doesn't care if she's got 50 subscribers or 5. She doesn't care. All she cares about are the people that come there and want to spend time with her and need her help in any way. If she can brighten your day, she will. And, we have to remember that someone that giving also needs brightening every once in a while. So I was so cheered in the last week and a half because I saw people send her beautiful RAK packages. And I thought, oh, good. She's really valued, because I think sometimes Lisa's so giving and so generous of spirit and heart that, and often buoyant, despite everyone has life's challenges, folks. None of us are exempt from life's challenges. So Lisa, just like the rest of us, has real life challenges. But sometimes we forget that when we spend time with her, because regardless, she's buoyant. Even in the heat of grief, she's buoyant. She'll find humor, So we forget sometimes with people like that they also need support. So I was so grateful this week when I saw that people sent her stuff. I was like, yes, yes. It's nice to see that. This community is remarkable. Again, I can't say it often enough. I think we make this world a better place by treating each other with dignity and respect and being supportive. Look what happened with the We Wishes and Waiting Wants. Everyone rose to the challenge and everyone cross-shifted and sent presents and helped each other out. And it all happened quickly. And people got all sorts of RAKs. They also got themselves entered in our draw because every time that happened and I knew about it, I wrote it down. But they weren't doing it for that. They'd forgotten about that. They'd completely forgotten that Lisa and I were doing that challenge. And I didn't remind them during that on purpose. So people who did it just did it for the loving kindness that they wanted to do it. Right? And a whole bunch of people did it. So I made a long list. Long list. And don't forget, folks, if you win the die cutter and you don't need it, you can take the dies and you can gift the die cutter to somebody, or you can ask us to gift it to somebody. So don't be upset if you win and you say, well, it's not really fair because I have a die cutter. You don't have to take the die cutter. Just take the dies and we'll give the die cutter to somebody. Or maybe there's someone on here you want to gift the die cutter to that you know doesn't have one, who's been really supportive. That's okay too. Crafty Michelle sent in an entry, hoping maybe that she would win for her sister. That's perfectly legit. We said that from the day one. So if you're the name drawn, don't feel badly at all if you have a die cutter. Either take the dies and ask us to gift it to somebody else, or take the dies and the die cutter and gift it to somebody, or have us send it to that person directly. I don't know what else to say, Lisa. You're just amazing people. I've said that from day one. I say it often here. You're very special. I do think God put you here for this. I do. I know. One who always says the universe just said, I think God put you here. And I do think so. I don't think it's an accident. I think you're here to help people. And I think you help people here each and every day in so many ways. By talking through real issues, by listening, by praying for people, and by sending people beautiful things like this or Carrie's journal. You're an amazing human being. You really are an amazing human being. And I think all of us who know you well know we're very blessed to know you. So thank you. I'm the slowest maker, girlfriend. It's going to take me a real long time to do this, but I'm going to start on it this week. Thank you so much. This is the most amazing gift in the world. Truly. Truly. And your altered ephemera is like unbelievably stunning. Another thing we have in common, an interest in all of this, right? We have so many things in common, Lisa and I. So many things. But this is just one of many things, is our love of altering ephemera. I know she liked that bunny one that I did for Miss Danielle, so maybe I'll have to make you some of those for this too. All right, folks, I've rambled on for 18 minutes, but you know what? It was well worth it. Lisa deserves that and so much more. I still owe you the record ephemera links and videos tonight, so I got to get that done. So I better go get me some food, because my time, it's late already. It's almost 8 o'clock, and you're just beginning your afternoon, most of you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Lisa, Make New to Create. Please show Lisa some love. This was a huge investment of time, energy, and supplies. Huge investment. Oh, it's upside down. Huge investment. So show her some love, folks. This was an inspiring project, and we were all lucky enough to share in it. All right. Bye for now. I'll be back on soon.